You know, Reverend Al and I had the great pleasure of visiting a country church out in Whitman, Arizona. That's a small little metropolis, has about a 850 population there, and it's between Surprise, Arizona and Wickenburg, Arizona. Tell you though, they got a lot of good in that church. The pastor there was talking from the book of Daniel, and he got a little sidetracked on some of the things, I guess. But basically, he was talking about making decisions. You know, the greatest God-given gift that we have today is the power of choice. That's a power. You can choose your path. You can choose to do something or choose not to do something. But the beautiful thing is you can change your choice. You can, when you realize you've made a mistake, you can change it. When you realize you're doing something right, you can intensify it and improve on it and get more good going. Well, this old pastor, he had a lot to say. He said, when you get up in the morning, that's a decision to get up. But do you make the choice of making it the greatest day ever? That's a choice. Do you make it a choice to live a spiritual life? And what is a spiritual life? Well, you don't have to be pious. You don't need to pray or meditate or give all your money to a church or anything else. You just have to express love in all that you do. You have to be a loving, caring person. What was it the greatest teacher that ever lived said? Jesus, you know, Joe and Mary's boy. He said, love thy neighbor as thyself. But the whole problem there is so many people don't love theirself. Do you choose to love yourself? Sure you do. Do you make a decision to love yourself? Well, that's what the pastor said. He said that, and his name was Brother Fife. I've got to tell you, he was a pretty good old boy. And Reverend Al sure enjoyed it too. We both had quite a talk about it as we drove back into Phoenix, and we decided, you know, a country church is a little different than, it's just kind of like a church, the Winchester Cathedral. We're a internet church, a little different, but it gives you a chance to express in a different way. That's a choice. You see, you make a decision to watch or to participate. You make a decision to live your life, as Pastor Fife said, or to die. Now that's the truth too. You don't die just because it's time or you think it's time. You have to give up. You have to say, okay, I give up, I'll die. If you want to fight in any illness or do you want to fight in any circumstances, you want to stand your ground, you want to do what you know is right, you want to do your best with love and understanding, that's the choice we want to make. Think for yourself. Do you want to follow a blind leader? Now, Reverend Fife had a lot of things to say that I wouldn't agree with, and I'm sure Reverend Al didn't agree with everything, but that's our choice. That's how we learn. That's how we become more of what we are. And what are we? We're spiritual beings expressing the physical. Isn't that a great thing? That's how we grow more spiritually. Think about that. That's all it's going to take. How do I know this is true? Well, I know that everything you do and everything you've done is what's made you what you are now. And that was your choice. If you're happy, have peace of mind and feel good about it, feel good where you are and what you're doing, you're okay. That's your spiritual life. That's your path. And if you don't, you have a choice to change it. And that's what I'm asking all of you to do. But the big thing too, you have one more choice. And this is a choice to share. I mean, share what you know, what you've learned. And that's what we do here. And right now, I want to thank you for giving me another opportunity to share a very little of the very little I know with you. God bless you. Let's talk again next week.